Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Seattle.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Smith. This complete to Lockett.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Javon Hargrave there on the stop. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 6. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
First and goal from the 6. Here's Walker.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And Walker once more.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Hurts.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down.
Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And able to get this across the 20 before. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, it's gutsy to go for it in the red zone. The problem there is they were in their own red zone. Why in the world did they do that?
They must have thought they had the exact play call that they needed to go a big way. And I'm still not even buying that one. I'm reaching on
You're searching.
Actually reaching. But I do know this. On the other side of the field, that coaching staff is screaming at their defense. If you don't handle this one right here, this is a great opportunity for us. Take it away, guys. And they did.
And now excellent field position.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Play action. It's Smith. And his throw is incomplete.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. Myers' kick is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Devontae Smith now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
A running play on first down will give 4 up to the 29.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
One first down, Hurts.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
Throwing is Hurts.
He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Returnable for Lockett. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. It's caught. Lockett. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Geno now to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted.
It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true. But you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Let's go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Sanders.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the sack on 1st down, Hurts. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Complete. Smith has it. They find some open field here. Touchdown.
Devontae Smith.
35 yards.
And the Eagles have got it back to within a score.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3.
Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Tyler Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seahawks. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
Out of the end zone comes Smith.
Well, now how about this return? And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Josh Jones.
And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Goodwin, 54 yards.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
They'll roll him out right.
And once again, this is Sanders.
It'll be a gain of 3 on what should be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Block it in motion right.
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now is Geno. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
And pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. Between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive, I think they just crossed it on that one.
The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Sanders is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
On first down, Smith. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 70 Lions. 57, Mike 57.
Smith on first down. He lets it fly for Lockett.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Eagles force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. So potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They go play action with Hurts.
Rolling, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Partner, give that coordinator a raise because he's been pedal to the metal all game, sending rushers from all angles at the quarterback. And there, within range of a safety, he really made the right call, and it got him to the ground and picked up 2 points.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
He'll buy some time right.
He completes this to Walker.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
70 Rangers.
Here's Smith. This is the tight end Fant, finding space at the 40. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. A touchdown on a kick return and now one through the air. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
From the 6.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
This one complete down the field to Goddard. He's got room at the 30.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 16, Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Sanders. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Sanders again. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Elliott good on the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Smith. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Smith now to throw.
He'll get this out wide to Penny.
And some space here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Escaping the pressure right. Dumps that off to Penny as running back.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Under pressure, they got him again. Quentin Jefferson, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Man open, it's Goodwin. Touchdown, Seahawks. Marquise Goodwin with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. That'll give him 8 that time. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. That's a heck of a way to convert on 3rd and long, and he showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And that trust was justified because he went up and got the football and converted on a down. You shouldn't. 3rd and long like that, that's supposed to be an incompletion at the least.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Jordan Brooks with it.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Up the middle, here's Walker. Gets around him, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.